That is a lot of job openings, a lot of unemployed people, a lot of incentive for people to have to go back to work, and these businesses are incentivizing. And I think a company like ZipRecruiter is going to get caught in the mix. So ZipRecruiter for non-degens. Why am I talking about ZipRecruiter? All right. I'm talking about ZipRecruiter. I'm not encouraging anyone to buy anything or telling anybody to buy anything or do anything like that, obviously. I just like to share my thoughts and my opinions with you guys. So let's look at the 3-month chart and a 6-month chart, okay? ZipRecruiter's been kind of flatline. Now, last earnings, they absolutely dove. But obviously, last earnings were in August, back when we had numbers just shit. This thing's only been trading since June, so it's not like it's been here a long time. But this earnings has cleared out a big space in my opinion. And the reason is, okay, the reason that I say this over the next quarter, okay, the reason that I say this over the next quarter, okay, is think of a couple things. Earnings are a whole nother monster. I don't know what their earnings report's going to be like, what their forecast and guidance is, but between now and their next earnings, which is when? Their next earnings is 73 days away. So we have a lot of time before then. And that's what I care about, is not so much what their earnings are going to be like, because I don't plan on holding through that. But it's 2 months that I have to look at. Now, what am I looking at? All right. What does a company like ZipRecruiter make their money from, right? Commissions, you've got advertising. But the most important numerical value for them is active users, right? So it's like, because data is the real big number here. I just don't want to say it out loud, but data is the most important factor here. But it's users, user engagement, user base, and active users. Now, ZipRecruiter. Okay, there are a lot of other ones out there, including Indeed and whatnot, but ZipRecruiter is publicly traded. That's why I'm talking about them. Okay, now, what are the factors that go into this? Okay, number one, 10.9 million job openings. Is this going to be a YouTube video? No, but whatever. No. Why I'm watching this stock. There you go, buddy. So now you can feel like it's a YouTube video, okay? ZipRecruiter, over the next 3 months, over the next 2 months, over the next 60 days. Okay, barring a market correction, if the market stabilizes, why I'm going to watch ZipRecruiter over the next 60 days. All right, 10.9 million job openings right now. There's also about 11 million unemployed people. Okay, now we've talked about this a million times. Unemployment rate would tell you it's much lower than that. But then again, unemployment rate only factors in people actively looking for work. And we have a shitload of people that aren't looking for work. Why? Because the last year, those that were furloughed, laid off, whatnot, and people that weren't working were doing what? They were collecting Fed enhanced unemployment. Now, why does that matter? Because as of last month, that is gone. Welcome. 10.9 million job openings, 11 million people unemployed. There are way more people unemployed than what you see, okay? All right? There are more people unemployed than what you see, and the reason why is because it's not counted in, right? It's not counted in because it's only people actively looking for work. Over the last year, we've seen a lot of people getting enhanced unemployment. Enhanced unemployment benefits were so much significantly higher than what a lot of people were making before that we actually saw the average personal income and personal savings go to the highest they've ever been in the history of our country. They have hit the highest that they've ever hit in the history of our country. And the reason is because more people were making more money. Now, there is an argument. There is an argument out there of, is that because people are not going back to work because they're lazy or because they like the enhanced unemployment? Or is it the other side? People have family members and kids they have to take care of because because of COVID. The jobs are paying shitty and no benefits, and now they want whatever. Whatever your side of that argument is, this is the facts, this is the number. Because of this, and because of the people that were unemployed making significantly more, these numbers were higher. But what did we also see? Spending at all-time high. People were at home. People were bored. People started fixing up their houses. People started expanding their houses. People that were working from home wanted more space. People were nesting. People were reorganizing. People were renovating, right? And that caused backlogs on supply chains, including lumber and housing goods and other things, right? So there's a whole thing there. But let's get back to ZipRecruiter. There are two factors at play here. Number one, enhanced unemployment benefits are ending. That means people are going to have less money than they've had over the last year. So those that did save, that are going to eat into those savings, and others are going to have to make adjustments, or they're going to have to go back to work. Now, what are we seeing? We are seeing a lot of corporations, without the government stepping in, actually raising their benefits and pay on their own because they have to. They have to attract new employees. You've got Amazon raising as much as $18 an hour, offering free college. You've got Walmart raising it, free college. You've got Chipotle. You've got McDonald's. Everybody's raising it, and they're throwing everything they can to try and attract employees. Well, I'm going to tell you this right now. They're going to stop doing that pretty soon because pretty soon they're not going to have to attract employees. Pretty soon employees are going to be desperate because they're not going to have the enhanced unemployment benefits, and they're going to have to go look for work and not choose for it. And that's going to allow these businesses to stop incentivizing. But in the meantime, you have all these people, this giant population of people, and all of these job openings. Okay? All these people and all these openings. Now, regardless of whether people actually go back to work or not, people are going to start looking. It's not about actually this filling this. Okay? Sorry, these people filling these openings. It's about how many people are searching. And because there's so many businesses incentivizing, people have options and time, and they're going to search more, and they're going to spend more time on the website. And businesses are going to be spending more money advertising on these websites because they want, just like, you ever notice when you open Uber Eats and you see the promoted at the top? You ever seen that? Uber Eats, Postmates, any of that? Those companies pay money to be put there because it's like any marketing and advertising. So some of these companies are going to pay ZipRecruiter to wink, wink, nudge, nudge, push them up in the algo. I think you went way too deep on this. Yeah, your mom said the same thing, asshole. Regardless, the reason I'm doing this is I'm trying to make this a 10-minute YouTube video, dickhead. Shut up. All right, so all of this being said, I think that this dip on ZipRecruiter over the next 2 months with the potential of more people searching for jobs and the incentivization happening could lead ZipRecruiter to have a very good run over the next 2 weeks. Next 2 months. Okay? I was going to go all in on ZipRecruiter, but I'm going all in on that guy's mom now because he's an asshole. But seriously, that is a lot of job openings, a lot of unemployed people, a lot of incentive for people to have to go back to work, and these businesses are incentivizing. And I think a company like ZipRecruiter is going to get caught in the mix. We saw the same thing happen last year with Zillow. We talked about it with Zillow. We talked about last summer, obviously there was a bull run in the market. We talked about last summer, all the people looking for houses with interest rates being low, and how Zillow was going to be the winner on that because of all the new traffic and all the new user engagements, even Redfin, because they rely more on ads too. And those stocks went fucking insane. I don't think ZipRecruiter is going to do the same because we're obviously not. This isn't as much of a purchase as it is people looking for employment, and it's going to be a trickle effect. But I think this is a value buy. I personally think ZipRecruiter is a value buy at this point right now, until their next earnings. Okay? Why Zip and not Upwork? I mean that whole sector, but I just like ZipRecruiter more right now.